My name is Catherine Black, Cat Black, and I have...
Sitting here with Doris Martin, and we are honored to have her speak to us today and tell us different things about the past when she was in the Nazi concentration camp in Auschwitz. And we want to start this conversation with asking Doris to remember back in the day when you were at the Nazi concentration camp. After the day when you were released.
When I was
We're going to
liberated.
start at the end and we're going to work back. Okay? So the day that you were released, was that May 5th, which is today? Cinco de Mayo?
Can I stand up?
You want to stand up? Sure. But then I gotta follow you, Doris.
Let me be
Down
one.
there.
I have to follow
You
you.
have to stand up.
I
Okay.
don't want to spoil.
Well, you know what happens if you keep moving around? My film is
Yeah,
going to
that's
go
what I
like
said.
that.
Can we start all over?
Okay, you want to start?
My name is Doris Martin. I was born in Poland, near Auschwitz, about 15 miles to Auschwitz. My town was about 32,000 people, Jewish people there in my town. I have a family of 7 people. What we survived the Holocaust. We all came back together right after the war was over. We used to have at home, we used to live in Benjin. The town was called in Benjin. And we used to have a house, apartment. We used to have a store, a shoe shop store. And when the German occupied Poland, I was only 12 years old. They had to close the schools, the Jewish schools. We couldn't go anymore to schools. And then it's starting to be different laws, Hitler's laws. One law was to take away everything from the Jewish people, homes, businesses, the children, everybody has to suffer by Hitler. I myself, when I was 13 years old, it was Hitler's law. I had to wear, not me, everybody has to wear a Star of David in the front and in the back. Recognize us that we are Jewish people. So I used to make ghettos. Ghettos was a few streets we could go, and then it was between 6 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock in the evening. And if they're gonna find somebody, over the hour, they kill them. We wasn't saved, not in the houses, not on the streets, because they run in and they took the people out from the houses, from the homes. So we couldn't go any place. That was day and night what they doing to us. We got very scared of them. When I was 12 years old, I was scared to look at them. I had a sister, I am the next to my sister, she was younger than I am. She was only 10 years old. She didn't have to wear the Star of David because under 13 years old children, they killed all the children under 13 years old. So she was 10 years old. She didn't have to wear the Star of David. It started only from 13 and up to wear the Star of David. It was going on every day, a different laws. One time they said to us, they want to give us new documents. that we have to go to a big stadium, and people should not bring anything for the children, because we're going to go back right away. But if we're not going to go to this big stadium, and if they're going to go in the houses, they kill right away the people from the houses. So the people start to take the whole families and go to the big stadium. And the stadium was something else. We were surrounded with the Nazis, with the clubs, with the rifles. We couldn't go out from the stadium anymore. People just went in and couldn't go out. In the stadium was a selection. A selection was who should live and who should die. Was sitting one Nazi in a small little table, and he played God with our life. Who should live and who should die. The play was 1, 2, 3. The families has to go through this Nazi, and then children. My sister was 10 years old. She's not supposed to live because she didn't wear the Star of David. Children under 12, under 13. My father took my sister by the hand and he said to her, look, if you're going to see a young couple and the German going to say they should go home, 3, you just run with them. And it came like this, a couple. It was a miracle. It came a young couple, and this German Nazi said to go to 3, and my sister was running with the couple to 3. After she was lucky, they didn't kill her, shoot her, didn't bring her back. But she already went to 3 with the people by herself, 10 years old. Then it came a time before our family was going 1, 2, 3. One goes to Auschwitz, another one goes to concentration camp, and very, very few people went home. They let them home. When my family came, it was another miracle from God, and I don't know why. It was such a miracle that my family, before us, was going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. When my family started to go to this German, the German said, 3, we should all go to 3 to go home. After us was going again, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. When we came back home, finally we found my sister. When we came back home, we used to live in an apartment in the ghetto. My mother said to us, it came a miracle to our family. We should sit down and kiss every step until we're going back to our home. It came back from the selection. It was over 100 people in my apartment. And this selection came back only about 3 people. And the town was almost empty. And this was going on. That was the first. They took out thousands and thousands and thousands of people to Auschwitz. A few young people, it started from 14, near 14. They took them, a few of them lucky ones, they took them to concentration camp, including me. And very, very few people, they let them back home. So this was the first taking away people, innocent people, to take away to Auschwitz to kill them.
Okay, we're gonna sitting here with Doris Martin, and we are honored to have her speak to us today and tell us different things about the past when she was in the Nazi concentration camp in Auschwitz. And we want to start this conversation with asking Doris to remember back in the day when you were at the Nazi concentration camp. After the day when you were released. We're going to start at the end and we're going to work back. Okay, so the day that you were released, was that May 5th, which is today, Cinco de Mayo?
Can I stand up?
You want to stand up? Sure. But then I gotta follow you, Doris.
Let me be one.
I have to follow you.
I
Okay.
don't want to spoil.
Well, you know what happens if you keep moving around? My film is
Yeah,
gonna
that's
go
what I
like
said.
that.
Can I start all over?
Okay, you want to start all over?